All right, so we're changing the studio because I am no longer fortunate enough to be driving my girlfriend's BMW around. I got my car back and the steering wheel doesn't quite hold the camera as well as I would like it to. So today I am up in my apartment in front of this beautiful view. You can't unfortunately really see it, but I'll show you so you can see all of Buffalo from the apartment, which is really nice. Today, I wanted to talk about my journey from growing a real estate business from $0 to six figures. And I did this in about 3 years. This is something that anybody can do in probably around 2 if they have the right systems and the right processes and a lot of the right circumstances, okay? So I don't want to go out there and say that this is super easy, this is something that anybody can do, and overlook other people's situations. This is just my personal situation and how I have had things pan out in the last couple of years. So in no way am I saying that I wasn't lucky and had the right circumstances to do this, because I definitely did have a really good base below me. I had great family that took care of me. I had really good people around me who supported me and all those things as well. But with nothing more being said, I wanted to hit a couple of super important points that I found helped me get to this point in my life, and the points that I'm going to continue to use and the skills that I will continue to use to continue to grow myself and grow my business past this point. So, number one is building your own personal brand. How are you different? And this is something that I personally found really, really hard at the beginning. I was like, how am I different? Nobody cares about me in a business sense, right? And how do I grow myself as something more than just what every other real estate agent in the world is doing? And it was hard at the beginning, right? Because every single real estate agent is essentially doing the same exact thing. So how do you find a niche in your market that you could either serve or a different way that you could brand yourself? And me personally, I found it through rentals. I found that there was an underserved niche in rentals. There were a lot of landlords who needed extra help getting their apartments rented. There were a lot of landlords who have leasing agents where they may not have followed up enough, they may not have worked hard enough to get these apartments rented, or maybe they just kept that renter that rental on the back burner because for any reason they're trying to sell a house, or they're trying to take care of other things, or some real estate agents aren't full-time. So me personally, I found that if I worked really hard on rentals, then I probably could find a little bit of a different niche that I personally can serve within my market that will differentiate me from the rest of the 3,000 real estate agents in my market. So with that being said, that was kind of my number one piece of things, but also my number two piece of things was that I'm a young guy and I like entrepreneurship. I like business. I like building something from the ground. I like being different in a way, right? So find out what makes you spark and go with it. Just go with it, right? Don't think too much about it. Don't get too deep into it. Just find out what makes you different and start to market that, and it will pick up. A lot of people are very self-conscious and think too much about who they are and how nobody is going to think, that they're good or anything like that. That's the way I thought. No one is going to care about me. No one's going to care about the things that I have to say. And some people still don't care, right? Like I got this YouTube channel. I got like 10 views a video, but I'm gonna keep kicking at these because I think that they will one day help somebody. So with all that being said, brand yourself, use yourself as a brand, be different, find a way to be different, and just run with it. Number two is don't be a perfectionist. If you just constantly spin in circles and try to be different, if you constantly spin in circles and try to be perfect, you're never gonna actually take that hit and be able to just start to get the ball rolling. The main thing in doing anything is just starting, right? You're never gonna be perfect. Even after years of doing it, you're still gonna have failures, you're still gonna have downfalls. If you just start and set it and forget it, I promise you, over time it will get better. Over time you will see a difference and it will be worth it. You will be happy that you started, rather than looking back 10 years in the future and saying, where would I be now if I started then? So that's number 2, is just start. Don't be a perfectionist. Number 3 is consistency and discipline. If you start to do something one day and you go all in on that one day and you try to make it big and you try to make it all work in that one day, it's just not going to happen, right? So instead, focus on setting systems and processes where you can just be consistent and disciplined daily. There's a lot of days where I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to run my business. I don't want to be a motivated person. I don't want to be disciplined, but I just do it, right? I stay consistent. I stay disciplined. I do it every single day. You get 1% better every single day. And over a year's time, you're going to get 365% better than you were the year before. And if you could even get 100% better every year, that's a win. So think about that. Some days you're like, oh, I'm consistent for a week, I'm consistent for 2 months, and then you drop off. You get up, mad at yourself for dropping off, and then you never get back to it. If you drop off for a day or two, it's fine. Get back at it the next day. Don't let yourself fall off over one small thing, one small failure. Don't throw everything out over one thing. It's like being on a diet, eating a donut, and then saying, fuck it, I ate a donut. Now I'm gonna eat like shit for the rest of my life. Makes no sense. So be consistent, be disciplined, and just do things daily. Number 4 is, or 3, whatever I was at, using your failures as stepping stones. I've had a lot of times in my career, and I still have times in my career, where I fail miserably, and it hurts, and it's upsetting, and I let the people down that I really want to please the most, right? Like, this whole entire business is like making people happy and getting things done and putting the ball in motion, being the quarterback, being the Josh Allen of the world, right? On that Broncos game, and not throwing all those interceptions, not fumbling so many times. But is Josh Allen gonna put the football down next year and decide that he's not gonna be a quarterback anymore? No, right? Like, you want to just keep moving forward and use those failures as stepping stones, because like, what the hell is a life without some failures? What the hell is a business without a come up? Like, find a businessman out there for me that hasn't had like failures and hard times and a hard come up and grit and all of these things that turn them into the person they are today. Like, you are not going to have a win without a loss. So make sure that you use those failures as stepping stones. Peel yourself up off the fucking ground and get back to it. Excuse my language, but it's so important. It really is. If you just fail and then decide, like, you know what, that's it, I'm going to give up, you will never, ever make it. You need to just stay consistent, stay on top of it every single day. And if you fall off a little bit, it's okay. Get back to it. So with all that being said, I am 1 minute over my time. I need to get rolling. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. This is day 8, 9, 10, whatever, 8 maybe, of doing these YouTube videos. If this video helped you in any sense, subscribe to my channel, drop a like. If there's ways that you think that I can make these videos better, please let me know. I am all for it. I am trying to make these videos so that I can help people, so that we can continue to be a community together of entrepreneurs and business owners and just people in general who just want to be more disciplined, want to make themselves better every single day, want to win at life. And yeah, with nothing more being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.